I think in college, when some of my older friends started having kids right after school, it was really difficult for me to just envision what being a mom would look like. And maybe this sounds selfish, but like, it's difficult to understand that a child would get to do and grow more than I had the potential for. I would be celebrating her standing, knowing that I potentially could never. I knew that I wouldn't be able to get a baby in and out of a crib. I knew that I couldn't get a stroller or a car seat in and out of a vehicle. When I was 5 years old, I was in a head-on car crash, and it wasn't until a nurse ran a pen across my toes that I had any idea that there was something that took place. I had been living in a wheelchair ever since. My childhood was amazing. I was very fortunate. I was able to find a group that would carry me or would help me in the bathroom or would do anything for me. So I have a picture here of us at a sleepover, and we tried to fit everybody in my wheelchair. And it was just girls like these that would help me become who I am. I made a long, far reach to go to UCLA as a freshman. I got accepted, I went, and then I realized that the campus was absolutely inaccessible. So I felt alone. I didn't have people that I could really rely on. And that thought of being a burden, that thought of imposing this extra needs on somebody just didn't sound like something I wanted to do. While I was in my graduate program, I decided that I was ready to dream again about being a partner, being a girlfriend, a wife. I got on Bumble and I matched with this goofy, attractive, amazing guy. But I probably knew that I loved him when I returned for another trip. We were at a beach park that was up a flight of stairs. I had to go to the bathroom, so he picks me up out of my wheelchair, carries me to the toilet, which is a whole new level of being vulnerable that I've never experienced with someone. And he waited in the bathroom, the women's restroom, as if it was completely normal. It was routine. And that allowed me to dream of being a wife. It allowed me to dream of being a mom. Jake proposed. I said yes. I had every single emotion that I could possibly have in one day, bottled into one. But as the years were progressing, while I was still fearful of who I could be as a mom, we ended up getting pregnant, and I found a doctor that knew about special populations. And luckily, pregnancy was the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. My body adapted. I felt great. I felt strong. I felt capable. Pretty much from the second I knew that we were pregnant, I had to problem solve. We had a family friend make a crib where he hinged a door right on the front, so I was able to get to Hayden. Most strollers are very high. I'm unable to see over them, so we had to find a stroller that was lower. But this smart drive allows me to go for a long distance, and it basically changes my chair from a manual to pretty much a power chair. It kind of felt like all that time I spent being so fearful was worth it. And after our baby was here, everything was worth it. Even to this day, I still look at her and I'm confused on how my body that I think most people would see as lesser, I was able to create life. I think when it comes to being your best self and accomplishing those dreams and overcoming fears, you can't do life alone. And there's so many people that want to love and want to care. No matter how isolated you feel, no matter how lonely things can get sometimes, there are others out there who are willing to accept us, to care about us, and to love who we are. We're deserving of that just as much as other people.